Throughout the course of our lives, many times, we deny Christ. Sometimes not by words, sometimes just by avoiding telling people about Him, we kind of deny Him. But Jesus is not condemning. Jesus is actually doing something completely different. This is now the third time Jesus showed Himself to His disciples after He was raised from the dead. So when they had eaten breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, "Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me more than these?" He waited for them to have breakfast. Eat first. He didn't want to spoil breakfast to Peter. And once they were done, Peter takes that moment of confrontation, the moment where he knew that it's going to happen. And Jesus is asking him, "Peter, son of Jonah." Wow. I often wondered, why would he use that term, son of Jonah? Maybe Peter's father was Jonah, but we know one thing. The name Jonah tells us of a prophet that tried to flee from God's calling upon his life and tried to go somewhere else. And God graciously brought him back and sent him to where he needs to go. And Jonah was a perfect example of what Peter was going through. Jesus is about to release him to the ministry. And Peter needs to understand, you better not be like Jonah. You better not flee from that which I'm calling you to. And it's not a surprise that we know it in book of Acts that he was in Joppa, just where Jonah went down to. And it is in Joppa that he said, "No so, Lord," about eating those unclean animals. And then God had to correct him there and say, "What I call clean, you better not call unclean. You better go to where I'm about to send you." And Peter obeyed indeed. Peter came to the understanding that he cannot do anything without Jesus. Just as Jesus said in John 15, verse 5, "I'm the vine, you are the branches. He who abides in me and I in him bears much fruit, for without me you can do nothing." Peter felt that. Peter experienced that. Peter understood that without Christ, I'm lost. He is my identity. I really truly flourish when I'm with Him. I can do nothing without Him.